time again I relapse, but love has never left me. Perhaps I should have found a way to pay it back. But if I give, will you take? Only take enough to swallow the pain. Drown the pain.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to be doing a reset for June. This is my first reset. This is my first monthly reset, so I'm excited to figure out the routine that works best for me. And hopefully with me sharing my path to finding my monthly routine, it'll help you find a monthly routine too. So if that's something that you're interested in, let's get into it. Okay, so I have all of my goals written out, and I'm using a template in Notion that I've kind of pieced together from attending YouTube University, and I've gotten some free templates from some of the creators and pieced together this template, but it's not what I'm looking for. So I want to find a template that I can put everything I need as far as my content planning and tracking my goals, and I would like to see what else I can do with Notion. I'm intrigued by Notion, and to me it seems like a tool that I could use along with my digital planning to be more organized. So that's my first goal. My second goal is to complete a self-care activity at least once a week. So I already do my nails. Myself. I still go get my pedicure done. I don't do those myself. What I am going to start back doing that I used to do previously is my hair. I've maintained my own hair in the past, and I'm going to take that responsibility back for two reasons. One, because it's just easier for me to do my hair on my time versus making appointments and going to the shop and getting it done. And two, I'm getting ready to tighten down on my budget. So if the more self-care or things I can do for myself and save that money, that's what we're doing right now, because I got a goal that I'm trying to work towards. My next goal is to take a me day, and that's just me taking a break away from all my day-to-day responsibilities and just focusing on myself. I want to incorporate that into my monthly plans. My next goal is to read 2 books, and I have those 2 books picked out. I'll update my reading tracker with those books in a few moments. My next goal is to stick to the budget for the month. So I'm going to tighten down on what I'm spending, tracking what's coming in and what's going out. I haven't done such a good job with that in the past. I'm on a mission to get out of debt. So my budgeting goes hand in hand with getting out of debt. My next goal is to meet my water goals for the month. I want to make sure that I'm getting enough water in on a daily basis. And the following goal is to exercise at least 5 days a week. So I want to make sure that I'm moving on a consistent basis. I want to have one activity with friends, one activity with my family. I want to decrease my screen time, and by decreasing my screen time, because I create content, I've noticed that I haven't been creating as much content as I've been consuming. I've been consuming more content than I've been creating. So I want to back up on consuming and get back to creating more content. My next 3 goals are focused on my content. So I want to vlog 1 video. We'll see how that goes. I've tried to vlog 1. I really like the vlog videos, but we'll see how that goes. I want to post 3 TikTok and Reel videos a week, and I want to post 2 YouTube videos a week in the month of June. So those are my goals for the month of June. At the end of this month, when I do my July reset, I'll come back and we'll talk about how well I did with these goals. Now I'm going to go to the content planning template I have in Notion. Using this template to plan my content has been a game changer for me. I love the fact that I can have this running list of ideas down the side, and as I film or post the video, I can mark it off as completed, and then I can still see what I have pending if there's anything left that I want to film or record for the month. Best part about having this running idea list is once it's on the list and I'm ready to record it or schedule it on my calendar, all I have to do is drag it across to the calendar and put it on the day that I want to record. So once I've done all of that, pulled everything from the list that I want to do for the month of June, I pretty much had the month planned out. Only thing I had to add in was my July plan with me and my July reset for the month. And the majority of my idea list comes from questions that I received on TikTok or Instagram on my short form content, and I want to make sure that I'm answering the questions that I receive. Alright, so I've set my goals for the month of June, and I've also completed my content planning for June. Now I'm going to update my reading tracker in my digital planner and welcome you to the book club you didn't know you signed up for. So the 2 books I read for the month of May were 7 Days in June and Love, Honor, and Betray. 7 Days in June, I actually ended up reading that book for, I guess you could say it was a month, but the month ended up being from April to May. So I started it in April, and I guess life just was lifing, and I didn't end up finishing it until May. So, and that happened for a couple of the other book club members. So that ended up being our book club book for April and May. This was a good read. The book did start off slow in the beginning. I was a little nervous about that, but then it picked up and it ended up being a cute little love story. But what made this one interesting is it's a love story with a twist. So I would definitely recommend reading this book if you're into romance type books. This is a good one. I gave this one a 4 out of 5. Love, Honor, and Betray is the 3rd book of this series that I've read by Mary Monroe, and I've enjoyed reading this whole series. This series to me is, I wouldn't put it in the romance category. I would say this is more like a drama / comedy. Yeah, I would put it in that kind of category. This book had me gasping. It had me laughing. It took turns and hooks that I never saw coming in this whole series. So from the start to the finish, I've enjoyed reading about the Wiggins. They will do something, and I wouldn't just say Miss Wiggins. I'm going to say both of the Wiggins. This was a very interesting story. So I would definitely recommend this whole series, and I'm going to give this book a 5. The book that I picked out for myself to read this month is You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. I've actually started reading that book now, so I'm about 4 or 5 chapters in, and so far it has been an interesting read. This one I think has the potential to be a good one. I saw a lot of good recommendations for this one on TikTok. That's what made me want to read this one. So stay tuned for the review at the end of the month on how this one turns out. My book club book for the month of June is Before I Let Go. So that's the one that I will be reading after I finish the You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. I do enjoy reading these books, the romance and the fictional books, but I also want to add something to my monthly reading, as in a self-help, self-improvement, self-encouraging book. So I'm going to also add Woman Evolve to my list. That'll be my bonus read for the month. And moving forward, I want to make sure that I include this type of book into my monthly selections for my reads. Now I'm going to update my budget calendar, and this is something that I haven't shown as part of my planning routine. So what I have done is I've gone in and I've dated a calendar. And once I finished dating it, I added the bills that needed to be paid on the day they needed to be paid. So if it was due on the 1st, I put it on the 1st. Due on the 10th, I put it on the 10th. And then I saved that as a sticker, like the date stickers that I used to do my calendar. I did the same thing with these, but it has the bill attached to that day. So now when I pull the element out, I don't have to rewrite all of my bills every month. They're already on the day that it's due. I just have to match the day up on my calendar. And once it's done, the only thing that I really have to move around is my payday, because that's going to change and be every other Friday. So once I move my paydays to the Friday that I'll be getting paid for that month, I then select a highlighter color for each payday. And once I've chosen that highlighter color, I match the bills in that same color to the payday that will pay those bills. So that just helps me separate what's going where and when. Now I'm going to work on a few wallpapers. I want to do one for my desktop, and I also want to do a few for the iPad. So let's get to it. that'll just about do it for my June reset. I've updated my budget calendar. I've set my goals for the month. I've did my wallpapers. I've updated my reading tracker. The only thing really left for me to do on my checklist is to clean my work area. So I'm going to get that done. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Make sure you subscribe so you won't miss the next video. And I will holler at y'all the next time.